Radio Uganda News Hour is tonight hosting Major General Salim Saleh in a live phone-in talk show on Red, Green and Butevo channels. The live talk show will center on the just released parliamentary report on privatization, corruption in the country, the role of the military in politics, and any other fields in which Major General Salim Saleh has been active. Listeners are advised to ring telephone numbers 348-196 or 257-254. We shall receive questions after about 15 minutes. I am your presenter, Samuel Mpimbaza Shaka, together with my co-presenter, Samuel Mwanguzi.
Major General Salim Saleh, welcome to the studios tonight. And I think we should start with the basics. First of all, what are your real names?
Yeah, my real names are Kareb Akandwanaho.
Where does Salim Saleh come into the picture?
This was a nickname I got during the fight against Idi Amin.
That is way back in when?
From 1976 to 1979.
Major General Salim Saleh, where were you born and when?
They say I was born in Ntungamo on the 14th of January 1960.
1960. You must be about 38 years old.
Yeah.
Some 4 or 5 years older than I am. Major General Salim Saleh, I want you to give us a rundown on your brief. After being born in Ntungamo, which school did you go to and when did you join the army?
Well, I started schooling, I think, in Nshwere. This is near Wachitora. And then Rushere Primary, and then Mbarara Junior, then Kako Primary, and then Kako Secondary.
Kako Secondary School, this is which year?
I think it was 1976, I think.
And of course you never completed your O-level as what has been going on.
No, I didn't. I stopped in S1.
Then what happened?
Then I went for holidays to visit my brother and I never came back.
Who is this brother? People talk so much about your relationship with President Yoweri Museveni. How exactly are you related?
I'm his youngest brother.
His youngest brother. That means same father, same mother.
Yes.
That's very good. Now, listeners, we are hosting Major General Salim Saleh in this live talk show on News Hour on Radio Uganda. Major General Salim Saleh, you were a legendary name during the Bush days. What are your memories of the Bush days and what induced you to join the struggle against Amin and Obote?
Well, I think against Amin, I was told that he's a bad guy. And at that time, I was too young to understand the difference. But when I read books about dictators, I thought I should join other struggleists in fighting.
Yes, Major General Salim Saleh, in 1986, I think you were promoted to the rank of Major General. When you came out of the bush, that was your first rank and it's still your rank up to now. Why do you think so? And why did you leave the service in 1989?
Well, for being a Major General for these years is not my problem. That depends on my bosses. And so I don't think I can answer that.
Well, what do you think as a person were your exploits in the bush to merit the rank of Major General?
No, I don't think, it's very difficult for me to say that I'm the only one who was fighting. But it's because we had very good strategies, we had a very good political program, we had very good military plans. All of us were successful, not me as an individual.
But you are one of the Major Generals, of course.
Yeah, I happened to be the commander.
Now, Major General Salim Saleh, after those years in the army, that successful stint in the army, you all of a sudden became a very household name in the economics sphere of the country. Where exactly, Major General Salim Saleh, did you generate this money that, threw you into business and you became one of the big names that are talked over, not only in Uganda, but even in the region?
Well, when I was retired from active service, when I was put on Katebe, that is, I had to do something. Yeah, and I was very young. I had a lot of contacts. People say I use a lot of influence, but in my opinion, I use my goodwill. So different contacts and things started shaping up. Not until I think I started doing business in 1990, but I think I started catching up with the big monies in 1991, 92 there.
What was the magic behind this?
Thinking and planning.
What exactly do you do in thinking and planning that quite a number of Ugandans don't do?
I don't know really. For me, if I get an offer, I analyze it and make contact with different people, and I put the act together.
Listeners, you are tuned to Radio Uganda News Hour. I'm now joined once again by my co-presenter Samuel Pimbaza Shaka to take the Major General from there.
Thanks very much indeed, Mr. Mwanguzi, and we shall continue the program. Remember, as I told you earlier on, we shall entertain questions after about 15 minutes. Now, Major General Salim Saleh, how many businesses do you have in Uganda?
I don't know really, because some of them I own alone, others I own with other people. So say, I don't know really how many I have. I can't tell you now.
Not even approximately.
There are quite many because I'm sometimes disorganized. I tend to touch on many things.
Yes. What do you mean by many? Could they be about 20, 30, 100?
I think I was seeing the list. I think there are about 15 to 20 there. That's why actually I think now I have decided to sell all of them, create one entity that will be directed into production.
What is this entity you want to create?
It's an organization called Divinity Union Limited, and if I will be able to sell these things, I'll put all this money into this organization and manage a single entity instead of the 20, 30 units, which are sometimes not profitable.
How many businesses do you have outside the country?
None, except shares on the Vancouver Stock Exchange.
And what is that?
These are shares belonging to Banff Resources, the company that is planning to exploit Kirembe mines.
What is the total worth of your businesses?
I haven't yet calculated that.
You don't know how much you are worth, for instance?
In assets or in cash?
In terms of cash.
Cash?
And of course, assets are valued.
Cash, I think I'm overdrawn. But assets, I don't know. I don't have the value yet. In terms of cash, I'm overdrawn in a few banks.
But including Greenland?
Yes, including Greenland.
Yeah, you, Major General Salim Saleh, you are reported involving in gold prospecting in Karamoja with a South African company. How far did this deal go?
It fell through. It didn't work because of gold prices worldwide. We found out that the prospective one was not going to be economically viable.
Yeah, you.
So we have suspended operations until the gold prices can be able to match up to the costs.
But were you already mining the gold in Karamoja?
No. They were just prospecting.
Yeah, there were some reports that some gold was already being mined. And
that there were some South African planes which were flying the gold there without even passing through customs.
No. You can check that. There was no possibility.
And the local authorities in Karamoja also complained that when you abandoned the prospecting, you never told them that you are leaving. Is that true?
No, I think I'm not involved in many of these companies. I started them and then they are managed by different people.
But you remain the man at the top.
Yeah.
There were also reports that you extended gold prospecting to the Democratic Republic of Congo, where it is reported that Lieutenant Colonel Jetmwebaza died on your gold buying mission. How far true is this?
Yeah, it is true. He was going on a different mission, but he was in a company of some gold buyers. So
it's not true that he was going to look for his brother?
He was, maybe, it's possible that he was going to also saw his brother, but he had other official assignments.
And were these gold buyers your business partners?
Some of them.
Yeah, when did you become a director of the Greenland Investment Limited?
I think this was in 1997, I think.
And
No, sorry. I didn't. I became a director recently. Because at that time, I was in active service in the North, I think in 1997. So I didn't become a director until last month, I think.
Why last month?
Of Greenland Investment.
Yes.
Why only last month?
I was too busy in the North to be a director anyway.
When this deal went through, the Uganda grain milling deal, you were not a director of Greenland Investment Bank?
No, I was a chairman of Caribs International.
Is Caribs International one of the companies in Greenland Investment Bank?
Yeah, what we did is that I competed for the bid from the privatization unit. I had a fair price. It was offered to me. I didn't have enough capital. And then I engineered the finances. I think that's what you have been trying to ask me.
Financial engineering. Come again.
And
what is this financial engineering?
Listen. So, and then I had to invite other people. This is what financial engineering is all about.
Yes.
It's about financial and human resources, merging them together. And then you get a product. So I did that with the fellow Ugandans in Greenland Investments, and we made it.
Can you talk about how many privatized companies have been bought by Greenland Investment with you as shareholder?
I think only one. One, and then this one that is the subject of today.
UCB. We are getting to that one in the next few minutes. Let's continue.
Which is that one you are talking about?
UGMC, Uganda Grain Milling.
Yes. Now, what does Bank of Uganda's intervention into Greenland Bank mean to Greenland Investment Limited? What does Bank of Uganda's intervention into Greenland Bank mean to the Greenland Investments Limited?
No, they can't interfere in Greenland Investments.
But they have made an intervention.
No, they are making an intervention.
That is Greenland Bank. These are two different entities.
Yes, but as one of the directors of Greenland Investment, you are the owners of Greenland Bank, not so?
No. This is a different entity altogether.
You are saying Greenland Investment has no shares in Greenland Bank?
No.
How different or how related are they?
These are two different companies.
We thought Greenland Investment was a holding company.
No, not for Greenland Bank.
So you are not a shareholder of Greenland Bank?
No.
You are not even a board of the directors?
No.
Now, can you tell us how you developed interest into the Uganda Commercial Bank?
You see, I spent 2 years in the North. I was looking at why problems in the North were occurring. I drew up a program for rural finance in 1997, and I will leave you a copy if you want.
Yes.
And I started that foundation. I took it to the donors. The donors just laughed at me and said, well, this is, how can you present this and that? So my original intention of trying to acquire UCB was to give me capacity to finance rural credit schemes that I have very well documented with me here. So we carried out a feasibility study of how we could improve the situation in the North. And that's why I decided to go into that venture to help me, and I review the statement here.
Yeah, maybe listeners, we are hosting Major General Salim Saleh, and in the next few minutes we shall start entertaining questions to Major General Salim Saleh. Major General, can you tell us why you thought it was your moral right to act improperly to buy Uganda Commercial Bank, reportedly to protect interests of ordinary Ugandans?
You know, for me, UCB is I still hold this view that UCB should not have gone to anybody else. If it was necessary, we should have called on all Ugandans to contribute 10 shillings each, and we'll keep this bank ours.
Had you paid for UCB? Had you already paid for UCB to Westmond?
What do you mean?
What I mean is that Westmond bought Uganda Commercial Bank.
Yes.
Then you turned around and bought their shares from them, but told them to wait until the contract agreement by the privatization unit. Had you already paid to Westmont any money? Are you going to suffer any financial loss now that you pulled out your personal interests?
I will leave that question to the managing director of Greenland Investments, because that's the company that is involved there. And until recently, I was not on the board of Greenland Investments. But for me, what I did was to organize the transaction, and the company, I mean the Greenland Investments, will have to give the schedule of payments and all that, and the agreements.
Because the report just issued today by the Parliamentary Committee on Privatization implicates you very, very strongly into the malpractices of shady buying of Uganda Commercial Bank Limited. And they are saying they are going to ask Parliament to investigate you, arrest you, and prosecute you for having got involved in a shady deal, despite the fact that you apologized for the impropriety.
Yeah, but I will not be the first person to go to jail. So, if they deem it fit, I'm ready. There is no problem.
And that is, it is you, Dr. Sulaiman Chigundu, and a host of other foreign names.
That's fine with me.
Who are going to be prosecuted. Actually, you are supposed to be arrested immediately.
For what?
For having involved yourself in
for doing business or what?
For having involved yourself in a shady deal of buying Uganda Commercial Bank.
What is shady about that?
That there was the whole of the privatization process has been veiled with a lot of corruption, and therefore they are accusing you as the agent of corruption, especially as manifested by your involvement in Uganda Commercial Bank.
That is why I have written, even myself I'm so confused about corruption.
Yes.
That's why I have done some limited research about corruption. And in the next few days I'm going to publish a booklet. And the title is What is Corruption? Because I don't understand it myself. Now, if you buy an enterprise and people say you are corrupt, I don't understand the essence of that. My only regret on the UCB thing is that I disobeyed my command-in-chief. That's the only regret. Otherwise, about attempting to buy it, I don't have any regret.
The Committee of Parliament looks at it differently.
They are entitled to that.
It says your confession about impropriety is not an excuse for not being prosecuted. And they are going ahead. They are requesting Parliament to allow them hire an international crime agency to investigate you, and more time also to investigate how privatization funds are being used. So you are in a few days going to be a subject of an international investigation.
That's fair. As long as I'll be protected by the law, I don't have any problem.
Yeah, you have said you disobeyed your commander-in-chief in the purchase of UCB. What do you mean by this?
He categorically told me not to get involved.
But Major General Salim Saleh, there has always been a lot of talk that you are fronting for your brother, that you are doing business on his own behalf. Many papers have written this, and can you come out clean on this one?
I will be wasting my time because people will not believe it. So I don't have to answer that one.
But what is the actual position?
What is the actual position?
The actual position is that I don't do business for him. He hates me doing business. I said it earlier that he has been an obstacle in my doing business. So, how can you be an obstacle and then a shareholder? In this case, he told me categorically not to get involved in UCB. Because I thought it was too big anyway. So I consulted him and he told me categorically, don't get involved.
Do you feel sorry? Do you feel sorry that the Parliamentary Committee has recommended the sacking of Honorable Mayanja Nkanji, Honorable Chikaire, and Mr. Emmanuel Tumusime Mutebire for having politically failed to supervise the smooth divestiture of Uganda Commercial Bank?
Yeah, I'm very sorry about that because it's, this whole thing is a mixture of so many problems. But I hope justice will be on their side.
Yeah, you also have interests in NHAS, I hope, and they have the parliamentary committee has also called for the disciplining of Honorable John Nasasira and Sam Kutesa. Are you sorry about this? How did you get involved in? First of all, they say they helped the collapse of Uganda Airlines.
No, that is not true. This thing was advertised in the newspapers. NHAS itself was falling apart, like Uganda Airlines is falling apart. So Civil Aviation advertised the agency. We took it up, bidded, evaluated, and we got the NHAS.
Yes, listeners, the time is 8:30 p.m. East African time, and we're hosting Major General Salim Saleh. The lines are now open. You can ring us on telephone number 257-254 or 348-196, and the Major General will be able to answer any of your questions.
Especially on the report just released by the Parliamentary Committee on the Privatization process.
Yes, Major General, can you tell us how much did you give to Westmont buying UCB?
No, that's a company issue. Greenland Investments will issue a statement on that.
Yeah. Okay, listeners, you can now ring 257-254. We can now entertain any of your questions. Now, Major General, why have you resigned as Senior Presidential Advisor on Defense and Security?
Because I abused the confidence the President put in me.
Do you regret?
Yeah, I regret leaving him alone, but I had no choice.
Yeah, some people have been arguing that you should have gone on since you apologized.
It is. I think it was in order for me to resign because, apart from having not been able to apart from,
I think we shall be coming to that one. Let's first get this caller on the line. Hello. Yes, please. Fine. How are you? Yes. Yes.
I only thank Major Salim Saleh if he decided to protect the interests of the Ugandan, not to take away Uganda Commercial Bank. I don't have any question to him, but I thank him for what he did.
Yes. What is your reaction to that, Major? Yes, we've got you. Thank you very much. What do you mean by doing the same? What do you mean by doing the same?
To protect our interest by buying the companies we have here in Uganda.
Okay.
Instead of foreign investors to buy them.
Yes, the Major General is going to answer you. What is your reaction to Mr. Kagwa's suggestion?
Well, I don't know. He's in line with my thinking, so what can I say? It's good.
Yeah, we have another caller on the line. Let's first get him. Hello? Hello there. Hello? 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 Can we have your name, please?
Yeah, I'm called Diego. I'm calling from Namasuba.
You're called who?
Diego.
Diego.
Yeah, and I'm calling from Namasuba.
Okay, go ahead.
My question goes to Major General Salim Saleh, and it's about why he chose to purchase the UCB under a clandestine arrangement, considering that in his own views it was a very noble objective. He wanted to extend credit maybe to those who are poor. And then on the other side...
Let me first answer that first question. I did it because I was denied the chance in the first place.
Okay, so you got...
About Major General Salim Saleh buying UCB, is it a problem of Major Salim Saleh or is it a problem of Westmont? That's the question I would like to know. Because what I know is Major General Salim Saleh has no personal contract with the privatization unit, but he rather had his own arrangement with Westmont Limited. Therefore, in this case, is it a problem of Major General Salim Saleh or is it a problem of Westmont? What I would believe is that he has a problem by the mere fact that he lied on oath when he appeared before the parliamentary committee, and then maybe on the other side...
Listen. I was not under oath.
Information getting from the press was that you denied, and later on came up to say, you see, I'm sorry.
No.
It's under a clandestine arrangement.
That's wrong information. I was never under oath.
Major General Salim Saleh, let's have this point very clear. Did you take the oath before you appeared?
No, I didn't.
When you appeared before the parliamentary committee?
I didn't take an oath.
Because they are saying Parliament acts like a high court, especially when those committees are in session.
Yeah.
And all we know of parliamentary procedure and court procedure is that you take oath before you give evidence.
That's right.
Did you take the oath?
But the tapes are there. You go and check them. I never took any oath.
So you never saw her through?
No.
Yeah, listeners, we're hosting Major General Salim Saleh. In case you have any question, ring 257-254 or 348-196. Right now we have a call on the line. Hello? Yes, please. Yes.
I'm asking, there are many soldiers in the NRA who are originals, who are fighting the dictatorship, and it surprises me so much to see that one gentleman is having money for which is supposed to be shared among hundreds of Ugandans. Can he give me guidelines of how to get money, because I'm also a soldier who fought with him, he knows me very well. Can he give me the guidelines of how he got that money, which is in billions and billions of money?
Okay, yeah, he's going to answer you.
It depends on the project that you have. If you have any project, you come and we discuss it.
Yeah, I think Mr.
He's asking what tricks do you use? The financial engineering, I think.
Projects. Just bring projects and we discuss them and see whether we can do it.
Because he says he fought with you. And
fine.
You have billions of shillings.
Then,
and for him, he's still a pauper.
Well, that's unfortunate, but I don't know what to do about it.
Yeah, we have another call on the line. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, please. Give us your name.
My name is Sabliva anyway.
Yes.
I have no problem with Mr. Salim Saleh anyway.
Yes.
And I thank him very much for what he did, for buying UCP anyway, for Ugandans. Yeah.
All right.
Maybe Sabliva should be informed that the Major General Salim Saleh has pulled out of the deal.
You know, he has pulled out of the deal. Do you advise him to go for it again? What is your reaction, Major General? Somebody says you should continue with the purchase of UCB.
Well, if I get the authority, I'll do that. No problem.
Yeah.
Well, as I said before, the problem is not trying to acquire UCB. It's what I did against orders.
Yeah. We have another call on the line. Hello? Yes, please. Good evening to you.
Yeah, I would like to ask the Major General one question.
Who are you?
I'm James.
James only?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Now,
James is calling from where?
now, Major General, you said you disobeyed the Chief of Staff. You mean to say he knew exactly what you were doing, and he was keeping quiet while Parliament was wasting time making these unnecessary inquiries over?
No, he when the deal was starting, I had to ask his authority. And since he stopped me from going ahead with the deal, he assumed that actually I didn't go ahead with the deal. And up to now, he has been wondering whether what the people are saying is true or not. Because after he stopped me, then he thought that I had left UCB alone.
Yes, listeners, we are tonight News Hour. News Hour tonight is hosting Major General Salim Saleh. And in case you have any question, you can ring 257-254 or 348-196. Let's have a break of your questions. Right now we have a call on the line. Hello? Yes, please.
I'm called Simon Wama.
Yes.
I'm ringing
From Mengo.
Yes, please.
Okay.
One thing I want Mr. Salim Saleh to assure the nation is that one lie leads to another. Since the Major General lied to the Parliamentary Committee, I can see that he's continuing to lie, because I can't see, unless someone is supernatural, I can't see someone accumulating such billions and billions of shillings in a very short time, where people have fed for almost full life. Thank you.
Yeah, he's going to answer you.
Well, in the immediate future, since you are putting me under pressure, I'm going to announce a scheme that could make all of us rich if we take it seriously. So I would request that on another occasion I'm allowed to announce a scheme that could make people get money.
Okay, we have another caller on the line. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yes, please.
My name is Nava Nawagesera.
Yes, please.
I just want to thank Afande Saleh.
That is the Deputy Speaker Kampala.
Yes, please.
Okay.
This is the Mrs. Sebagala. Good.
Okay.
First of all, I want to thank him very much for being transparent. I want to thank him for being very civilized, because very few people can say sorry when they've done something wrong. We have seen very few people resign when they've done something wrong in Uganda. I'm sure he has set a very good precedent, and I think there is nothing wrong with him making money, because, of course, not all of us can be equal. I'm a lawyer, but not all lawyers are successful. So if maybe Katende Sembewa is successful, that's not his fault. So even if Afande Saleh is successful, that's not his fault. But he's thinking about Ugandans, and I think we should give the devil his due. We should give credit where it's due. I give him credit. I salute him. Please keep it up.
Okay, thank you.
Major General Salim Saleh, there are quite a number of people who are ringing in support of your position. What is your comment on this?
Well, I don't know how to comment about it. Maybe they are as right as I am or as wrong as I am. I don't know.
But a caller earlier before Mrs. Sebagala said that one lie leads to another, that you told the parliament a lie and you are continuing to lie to Ugandans. What concrete comment do you have on that one?
Well, that's a problem that I can't define now. Because now, you see, it was the coming out with that statement that I came up with.
Yeah, well,
I didn't lie under oath. That's the most important. Listen.
Yeah.
We had a big argument in Greenland Investments, whether to disclose or not to disclose. And I was hands tied, so until I realized that this was taking dangerous proportions, and I came out.
Yeah, let's first have
So
this
it
call on the line.
could easily be a mistake. I don't know, but
Yes,
we shall have to wait.
Yeah, we can maybe come to that one. We shall be coming back to that one. Let's first have this call on the line. Hello?
Hello.
Yes, please.
Yeah, me, I'm calling from Soroti.
Who are you?
Me, I'm Okuruma.
Yes.
I have no question.
Yes.
I'm only trying to help Salim Saleh to answer one funny question.
Yes.
That what magic do you use to make money so fast? But I want to remind the callers, those ones who are querying, that this Waindi, who built these goropas in Kampala, started the business in Uganda very recently. Some of us who studied history know that there were Asian coolies ruled by the British to build the railway. Very fast they made money and built the goropas in Kampala. Storage building. Now what magic do you expect Saleh to use to make money in a short time? It's the same magic that the Asians used. A matter of planning and hard working. Thank you.
Yes. So what is your comment about that?
Major General Salim Saleh, do you have some Asianic blood in you? Because the gentleman is equating your business acumen to the Asians who came building the railway and later built gorofas in Kampala.
No, but I think if I'm allowed really to explain, I don't know. If I get off this case, for instance, I'm going to devote all my energy to maybe advising people on how to make money. If I can pass this one. Yeah. Because I had already decided to do that. I have got projects at hand that are there, like this one. I tried to forward it to the donors today, and the Minister of Finance refused me.
Oh.
So what could I do?
Yeah, we shall be coming to this one, which the Minister of
So
Finance...
But there is the magic.
There is no magic. Look here. In order to change the situation in Uguru, read this one. It's completely analyzed, researched, and it's there.
Okay. Let's first have this call on the line.
But first of all, before the caller comes, Major General Salim Saleh, you are more obsessed with Guru. You are not talking about your home village.
My dear, you have not been to Guru to see the situation there. That's your problem. You are in Radio Uganda here, you have not been to Guru.
I've not been to Guru villages, I've been to Guru town.
That's no difference from... It's like being in the studio here and in Mukon.
Let's get this call on the line. Hello? Yes, please.
I'm calling from Mutonde.
Edith from Mutundwe. Go ahead.
You say that parliamentarians are supposed to are the ones to suggest whether Major General Salim Saleh will be arrested. But this man is a freedom fighter. How can the MPs suggest him to be arrested when he's almost the one who led them to this to become MPs?
What do you mean by that?
Well, what I wanted to say is that they should excuse him. You know, he's a freedom fighter. He fought for this peace. So they should excuse him whatever message he made.
Okay. Major General, do you have a comment about that?
No, let's take another question.
Okay, let's get this call on the line. Hello? Yes, please. Good evening to you. Yes, please, so long as the Major General can understand you.
Yes? Yes.
Tandika nerinnya lyo? Mavis Mata. Right, go ahead.
I'm still debating with myself because I don't know whether to go for mature entrance at the university or to go for or to jump S5. If I jump S5, they will say it is corruption. So I don't understand. And if I get 8 Ds, they will say it's corruption. So it's just unbelievable. Wanji. Kyali kya busungu ekyo nja kusigala wano. D. Nkikoze kati. Yeah.
Major General, omukyala agamba ayagala weetonde. Titokyagenze wekizairo mu America.
Nja kukikola oba kinaayamba.
Ogenda mu bwanganguse?
Nedda, nja kwetonda oba kinaayamba.
Anti agamba nti weetonde publicly.
Oh. Naye nti bwe biyitirira naawe bikulema n'olaba nga biyitirira okwatibwa obusungu.
Okay, let's get this call on the line. Hello? Yes, please.
I am from Africa.
Yes.
I'm calling from Uganda Road.
Yes, please.
Yes, perhaps we are going on and on about the Major General's success in business.
Yes.
But if we looked back a bit at his history, he was a phenomenal success in his commanding in the army. Maybe apart from his brother, you can say he was the most successful commander. He's commanding his mobile brigade in the bush and what. So maybe he turned those tactics into business. And apart from making mistakes of judgment, is it criminal to succeed in business as well like he succeeded in the army? Because, you know, we seem to be pushing him on his being successful in business and not very much bothered about his other success. So maybe I agree with him to an extent. If you feel stronger about something and you have the capacity to do it, why not? If I UCB, yes. Railways, why not? Uganda Airlines, yes. I think the Major General should not be pushed too hard on his success in business.
Okay, thank you very much, Maguma Tinka. Let's get this other caller. Hello? Hello? Yes, please. Good evening to you.
Yeah, I want
Who are you?
Yeah?
Who are you?
I'm Tinka from Colorado.
Okay.
I want the Major General to actually maybe tell us the criteria under which somebody who has missed more than one financially can get prerogative of massive head of state, and yet other people who, in comparison, may not have missed so much in financial and parastatals are actually shown the sack. Thank you very much.
All right. He's going to answer you.
No, I'm not the answering authority on that. I don't appoint myself. I can't dismiss myself. So what is he asking me?
You wanted to know how one can be forgiven.
I don't know. For me, I asked and I'm forgiven. So what's
Okay, let's get this call on the line. Hello? Hello? Yes, please.
Hello, how are you?
Fine, how are you?
My name is Nora.
Yes.
I just want to say hello to Mr. Salim Saleh.
Okay.
And, well, the whole thing is, I can't see any problem with doing business anyway in your own country.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is that all, Nora?
I just wish him luck.
Okay. Thank you.
Maybe Major General Salim Saleh, if I can put the question, by your actions in Uganda Commercial Bank, by your clandestine involvement, did you cause any financial loss to government or to the bank?
You see, after doing what we did, I left for Gulu. I came back end of August. Beginning of August. Then, and I have not even been to the bank myself. I left it entirely in the hands of Greenland Investment. Oh no, on the management of those who were managing.
Yeah, let's first get this call on the line. Hello? Yes, please. Yes. Okay, that's a comment. Thank you.
I don't think people should reach an extent to say he should be in jail just because he's doing business.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, listeners, we're on 257-254-348-196, and tonight's News Hour Special Edition is hosting Major General Salim Saleh. You can ring 257-254 or 348-196. Right now we have a call on the line. Hello? Yes, please.
This question goes to Major General Salim Saleh. You mentioned that doing this has no interest in your business. To think that...
Hello?
Hello?
You're online. Go ahead.
Yeah. This question goes to Salim Saleh. Let me repeat it again. After mentioned that the president is against his business and that he has no interest in it, doesn't it that it was reported earlier in the press that he appointed his excellent son to be the general manager of Caleb International. What does he think about the public's opinion? Thank you.
Okay. I'm going to answer you.
Yeah, but what's wrong with that? Apart from being the son of the president, he's my nephew. So what is the problem there?
Yeah, this is okay. Let's get this call on the line. Hello? Yes, please. Wakida, yes?
Yeah, I want to know from Salim Saleh. Mr. Salim Saleh, up to now, do you know that you're a thief? Do you believe that you lied the public and the parliament? 3, do you know that you have lost the confidence that people had in you? 4, do you know that you caused movement more of the unpopularity than the good?
Yes, can you substantiate, please? What do you mean by that?
Yeah, one thing is that you lied, that you were not buying the commercial bank. And now you are coming up that you actually bought it through Greenland Bank. That is the trick of every thief.
You are entitled to your own opinion, Mr. Wakida. But I don't regard myself as a thief. No, not at all. If all thieves could behave like me, then we would be in heaven together.
Yeah, let's get this other call on the line. Hello? Yes, please.
What can I say about that? It's very difficult for me to answer that, but time will tell us whether I'm lying now or not.
Yes, listeners, we are hosting Major General Salim Saleh live in a live talk show on Radio Uganda's News Hour. Right now we have a call on the line. Hello? Hello there. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yes, please.
Yes, I'm calling from Kapchora.
Yes, Kapchora, okay.
Yes, please. I am wondering why some people are saying they are in support of the Major General and they are not giving us what they are supporting him for. Secondly, I want to inquire from the Major General now that he has resigned. Is he going to exile as he promised us? Thirdly, in the beginning, they denied all the involvement in the UCB saga. And now he's coming out to tell us that he was involved.
What made him change his mind? Thank you.
Yes, the Major General is going to answer.
Which one should I answer now? Which one?
He says...
I think start with the second.
Which is what?
It makes more sense. The second question.
Is what? Is he still on the line?
he has gone off the line.
I didn't catch the second question.
Let's get this call and then. Hello? Yes, please. Fine, how are you? Yes.
When he told Mr. President that he had wanted to buy UCP, and then the president said, the president was against it, did he sell his ideas as to why he is against selling of UCP to foreigners? And if he sold the ideas to him, what was the response of the president? Thank you.
Yeah, he's going to answer you.
Yeah, because I think the president is worried about his relationship with me. That seems to be a very big problem. And also I think he just didn't think that it was wise for me to get involved in UCB. And I don't think he supports all the companies being taken by foreigners. I think the only problem is that sometimes the Africans themselves or Ugandans themselves are not organized enough to take up the bids.
Yes, we have another call on the line. Hello? Yes, please. Good evening to you. Yes. Yes.
One, I have an opinion, then a question for the Major General. I think part of this feeling that it is only the foreigners, actually they are not only the foreigners buying, but partly it is because we lack a kind of stock exchange here, the stock market exchange here. Now you find that Ugandan, there is no way they can buy shares because there is this lack of stock exchange here. Now, I want to know from the Major General, what is his feeling of privatizing our public enterprises here without a stock exchange in place? And I would want also him to point out some of the weaknesses which he sees in the privatization process, which would want at least the people involved to consider so that the process can be seen to be transparent. Thank you very much.
All right, the Major General is going to answer you.
First of all, I think we have capacity to organize ourselves and buy these enterprises. Only we lack the awareness. And number two, since this case has come up, I would request that it shouldn't stop the process of privatization. Although people call it ugly and dishonest and whatever the case may be, the privatization process should go on, and then they could improve on the evaluations of companies that are bidding for our parastatals.
Yeah, I think we should have a last caller. Hello? Hello? Yes, please.
Good evening once again.
Good evening to you.
Yes. Major Salim Saleh.
Yes.
Mbuza mu Luganda.
Hey.
Kakati wamaze okuwaayo obukulu ewa president.
Nasigaza obulamu bwange, nasigaza business iswe bwoba nga tebansibye ndowooza nja kugenda mu maaso.
All right, in relation to what that lady has just said, Major General Salim Saleh, where do you leave the UPDF?
No, the UPDF is in safe hands, I can assure you.
Do you think the president is going to get a competent and reliable officer like you?
Sure, there are many of them.
Yeah, as we conclude, what can be done to end the internal rebellions in the country? We have the Konyo rebellion, we have the ADF, and so on.
I have my own philosophy, although it's not shared by many people. I think poverty is one of the causes of insecurity in this country. So if we could address poverty, I think most of the rebellions would end. This is my own view, although it's not shared by many people.
Yeah, maybe lastly, Could you tell us what has been or is your personal involvement as military officer in the Democratic Republic of Congo?
Originally, I was in touch with President Kabila and I was trying to do business there. And now, up to, I think, Friday, I was presidential advisor in that affair.
And maybe before we wind up, Major General, now that you have resigned all your titles, of senior presidential advisor, like the lady says, what are you going to do with yourself? Because you are more involved. I think your life is much more military than business.
No. I'm going to change my style completely.
Hey.
Yes.
So we are going to see you more in this in Chikuba than.
No. I can't be in Chikuba. I'm going to do, if God allows, I'm going to be doing bigger business than Chikuba.
Yes, listeners, we come to the end of tonight's special edition of News Hour, in which you heard Major General Salim Saleh. I am Samuel Mpimbaza Hashaka, on behalf of my co-presenter Samuel Mwanguzi, the producer Charles Mutambuze, and the technician Akankunda. Good night to you all.
Thank you.